All right, it's Prop the Mic. We're live. What's going on, Dave? We're coming to you. I'm in New York today. Dave's in New York. We are broadcasting live from New York, and we are going through tonight's 9-game NBA slate. We'll have some picks up in the Discord for Monday Night Football, but for this podcast, we're sticking straight to tonight's 9-game NBA slate. Before we get started, just want to remind everyone of the special promo we've got going on with Props.cash to give PTM viewers 50% off, not the usual 25, but 50% off for a limited time only. Their first month of Props.cash using code PTM50. You see us using Props.cash on every podcast we put out, so take advantage of the opportunity to try it out for yourself at 50% off using code PTM50. Dave, how we feeling on this beautiful Monday morning?
Feeling good. Feeling good.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a fun NFL day. Got to watch Tommy DeVito kind of do what everybody expected Tommy DeVito to do.
Poor Tommy Cutlets.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it doesn't
Everyone's so
matter if you
excited
have
for him.
Peyton Manning back there with that offensive line. You can't do anything, right? So, we'll see. Maybe the Giants will re-sign Daniel Jones. But yeah, NBA was also good yesterday. We made a mistake. Here's another 100 mil. NBA was good yesterday. You know, we always caution our Discord members to play lightly, and it was a decent day. We put out 2 picks. We went 2-0. But today we're gonna go a little deeper on the picks. Lots of games. What do we got? 9 games tonight.
9 games. Yeah, I think we got picks from 8 of them on our sheet here. So stick with the new format. Run through the picks that the model's spitting out, and figure out our favorite handful of them.
All right, so let's dive into it. We're gonna start with night game. Nets at the Warriors. Nets are 7-10 on the season. Warriors are 12-4. Warriors are also 5-1 at home, so definitely projected to win this game. Warriors are minus 12.5 in this game. Total is 224. What's the first prop we got in the model?
Andrew Wiggins assists, 1.5 assists. Feels like something I'm not going to be super excited about. We've got 71% hit rate on the season, 70% or 7 of his last 10 overall. DVP of 11, so not bad. 43rd percentile. What's that chart looking like?
Yeah, that's why he's popping up. We've kind of refined our model to put a little bit more emphasis on the last 10, and you can see he's got a 70% hit rate, as Tom was saying, over his last 10. 4-4-3 over his last 3 games. So I don't know why you're
no, the chart's
this.
Nice. No, I can we look at the whole season?
This is the full season. 71% hit rate on the full season. He is home, so it's 2 for 4 at home. Well, they've played a lot of road games, huh? Yeah. So I think it's good, but yeah, it's minus 194 on Caesars. So value wise, I'm not sure how much focus we're gonna have on this one. So I'd say let's pass on Andrew Wiggins, right?
Agreed.
If this was like a minus 130, I'd be more interested. But
yeah, let's move on. Next up.
All right. So Draymond, we got PRNA, all of them, right? Assist at 5.5.
That's always so exciting when that happens. Yeah.
It is. Draymond's been very, very good of late. So let's take a look.
Where do you want to start?
Let's look at his points, right? His points over the last 10 games. He's been scoring 9+ points in 7 out of his last 10. He did have a down game against the Spurs. So any other stats to read out on the points?
No, on the points, DVP of 14, not 27th percentile. So not so great there. But I mean, I just don't love that he just gets there, right? All those 9s in there.
Rebounds have been more consistent of late. 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 7.
Even worse. He's a 12th percentile rebounder. Not really his game. He's classified as a big, so that's a lot of big men who focus a lot more on rebounding. That's why he's down so low, but does have some consistency. All three of these points, rebounds, and assists he's cleared in 7 of his last 10. So you like that consistency.
I mean,
assists are where he. Sorry, go ahead.
No, just look at what opposing centers have done against the Nets, though. You got Sabonis, 18. Drummond only had 6. I'm not sure how much he played in that one. Yabusele, 11. Even Grant Williams, 7. Grant Williams is probably a pretty good comp for Draymond, too.
Yeah.
Cat, 15. Jericho Sims, 7. Missy, 11. Horford, 10.
I like the Sims with a similar line, 6.5. Missy 6.5, and they
look at this. This is insane. Like what centers are doing. It's like a minimum of like 7 rebounds, six rebounds in a game. It's
okay. That's looking good.
Yeah, hard to argue with that. Okay.
Yeah. Want to flip over and look at the assists? We didn't look at his assists yet.
Yeah, assists have been good. We played him here. We played him when he had 5 assists. We played him at 5.5.
I love how that's surrounded by an 8 and a 9.
Yeah, he'll have 6 assists for the next like 7 games. It'll just be this like one outlier that we played him.
So we got to go back, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
am feeling an RA.
What about the RA? Yeah,
that's what I'm feeling. That was where I was going to go. I was going to lead you to the RA, and I see that's where you were headed as well. So
I think Sabonis had 25 RA.
Yeah.
Grant Williams had 11. Cat had 21 RA. This feels good. Even Yves Missy, right? He had 13 RA. Like, yeah, I like that play.
And even in the game, like, look at the game where we missed on the assist. We did speak about it on the pod, right? Where we talked about his rebounds, and he did clear that. With 13 there. So I feel like, especially for Draymond, that's the way to go. I think that's the play. Yeah. I like it. Lock it in.
12, let's see where we can get it. Best odds -105 on
very nice
DraftKings. Very nice. All right, so Draymond RA, we're gonna lock that in.
Let's go.
Trayce Jackson-Davis.
Trayce not assist this time.
Not
burned
assist.
us.
We got him
burned us last time.
5.5.
Yeah, he had that last game. It was 1.5 assists. We were all over it. And it was the first game. He didn't even have a potential assist in that game, I don't think. I don't know what happened with him in that one. But today we don't have to talk about assists for him. We have to talk about rebounds. Same DVP as Draymond of 14. He's cleared this in 6 of his last 10. 51st percentile rebounder for big men. I don't know. Let's take a look at the chart.
I was having a hard time spelling Trayce, too.
Trayce, yeah.
That actually, we're good. I mean,
Y in there. Recently, look at his last 5 of his last 6 minutes seem to be trending upwards.
Yeah, I mean, it's 17 plus minutes on the season. He's cleared in 6 of 8 games. I wonder if he could play his RA anywhere. If you look at that with 17 plus minutes, same deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? It's pretty much the same play as Draymond, except Draymond is projected for 29 minutes and Jackson Davis is projected for 20, right? So
yeah, I think we got the play on one Golden State big man. Let's just leave it at that.
Leave it at that. Don't get too crazy.
Yeah. Although that's the place, I feel like the place to play against Brooklyn, right? But
yeah. All right, let's go to the Mavs and the Hawks. Mavs are getting 2.5 points. Totals 237.5. Let me check. Is Luka still out? He must be if they're getting points.
I would think so.
Let's see. Yeah, Luka's out, and basically the Hawks are whole. They got everybody. So, yeah. I think this will be a nice high-scoring game. You got the old narrative that we always talk about in the past of Trae Young against the Mavs, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he in that Luka Luka trade.
Yes.
All right. So first one on the board here is
Your boy.
Clint Capella.
Yeah, boy.
For
Dude,
one
he's hit this
assist.
10 straight games. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's hit this season. He's hit this in 88% of games, 15 out of 17.
Wow.
And he's hit this in 10 straight. Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the I mean, it's really the line's really 1.5, right? I mean,
yeah, but he's like, this is a really good value leg for a builder, right?
Yeah.
He's coming off of a game where he had three assists, right? He's also just playing out of his mind. Look at his points lately. Like, he put up 21 points.
He is.
His rebounds have been good too.
Why? What changed there? That's making him.
I mean, a lot of it's playing time, right? He was playing like 20 minutes. Now he's playing like 20. You know, some of these games he's playing 25 plus minutes. So, but yeah, I mean, again, builder leg option. Not going to play this one straight up.
Yeah,
but would be fun to play.
Number one overall DVP matchup, Bigs against Dallas. So.
Yeah, let's see some comps. They probably played Jokic a few times.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I mean, Bam just had 5 assists. Jokic had 10. Missy had 4. Jalen Williams had 4. Jokic had 15. That's dude. Look at this. This is. I kind of like Capella for 2 assists tonight. What do you think?
And John Collins, Trace Jackson Davis, Wendell.
Yeah, it's a pretty good list here.
Yeah, and
look at that.
Plus,
I mean,
165. Was that correct? Plus 165. Is that what I saw?
Yeah, plus 165. Every center that they've played in the month of November has had 2+ assists.
Any history against Dallas? They played Dallas late last season.
Yeah, he had last 2 games versus Dallas. He had in January and in April he had two assists.
They didn't have this Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington lineup then, but the next game they did. Is that?
Yeah, I mean,
April, right?
I think having like depth at the center position should only lead to more assists for him. So
yeah.
To me, it's all about playing time, right? We got him projected for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Oh, and he's on 2 days rest. 100% hit rate on 2 days rest this season. Let's go. Yeah. I like it. 2 assists for Clint.
Okay. Aggressive.
No,
I like it. Well, let's make sure there's not somebody else in this game that we could pair it with. But I think that's a good idea. Let's look at let's stay on the Hawks side. Let's look at Dyson Daniels, who we were on the other day. Awesome cash. He cashed on a stat correction for his RA, 8.5 RA in the last game they played. So some good luck with Dyson Daniels. 2.5 assists is the first prop that we're looking at for him.
You heard what his nickname is? What they nicknamed him? The Great Barrier Thief.
That's like a terrible name.
You don't like it?
I hate that name. 2.5 assists. Not even available on. It's only available on BetMGM.
Right, you want to move that one? You want to just move on then?
Yeah, I think we'll skip that one, right?
Yep.
Let's look at Jalen Johnson for points and rebounds, both top 5 DVP matchups, right?
Yeah, this feels good. This feels very good. Points 18.5, 7 of his last 10 games. Like you said, 4 DVP, 71st percentile scorer. And even better on the rebounds. He's a 94th percentile rebounder. DVP of 5, 6 of his last 10. The line's 9.5. See that?
I mean, they have him listed as a small forward, but I kind of consider him more of like a power forward, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I was personally, if you look at his points, he kind of like teeters up and down over that. And then you look at his rebounds, they're kind of like the games where he has big rebounds, he has less points. I was looking at this before we went live. If you look at his PR,
whoo,
yeah, he gets there like almost every game in the last, last 15 or something. And if you take his minutes, I don't know. I don't even know if you need to look at his minutes, but if you really just kind of eliminate these first 3 games of the season, he's done that in every game. He's played 16 games, so that's basically that is 11 out of the last 13 games. He's had 27.5 PR.
I like it, man. I like this one.
I like it too.
Yeah. PR.
All right, so 27.5
Jalen
PR.
Johnson PR. Yep.
All right.
Every game on 2 days rest as well this season. Yeah, this is beautiful. I love it.
Okay.
All right.
Next on the list, on the Hawk side. Yeah.
9.5 points, 7 of his last 10 as a forward, just like Johnson, a DVP of 4. Not great. 35th percentile. Score is a rookie. Can't expect too much more from him. Let's see what that chart looks like.
I don't like the variability of minutes, though. I mean, look at that. Like, he was playing 30 minutes, 27 minutes. Now he's back down to like 16 last game. Yeah.
Pass.
That's a hard pass. Okay. All right. So that's everybody on the Hawk side. Now we got a few on the Mavs side. We got Daniel Gafford, both for points and rebounds, neither of which are great DVPs, but his hit rates are pretty good, especially in the last 10.
Yeah.
You want to look at Gafford?
Yeah. 10 straight games. He's cleared 10 points. 76 percentile score. Not bad on cleaning the glass. Looks like on 0 days rest, 67%. So probably 2 of 3 games this season.
Yeah, I just want to look at him with. Okay, this is with PJ. Lively and with PJ, because they've both been kind of in and out of the lineup. But
not bad. What's his rebounds look like? Just while you have those guys clicked there, because that's the other thing that's popping was his 6.5 rebounds
and 9.5 points.
9.5 points, yeah.
Or his PR looks just like wow. Jalen Johnson's, right? Super consistent on the PR.
We see him without Luka.
Yeah, I'm not sure there will be many games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Luka with Lively, with Washington, and without Luka. He's cleared in 3 straight this season and 4 straight if you go back to last year.
Yeah, 34.
Minutes wise, 20 minutes. Gafford's good. If he gets 20 minutes, he can be pretty productive, right? It's the games where he plays like 15 that we struggle to get there. So, neither are great options, but I do like the scoring in this game is 237 points. I could see Gafford.
This game's going to be a little loose.
So, what do you think? PR or points or rebounds? Which one?
16.5 PR feels
good.
Feels good, I think, right?
Let's do it. Lock it in.
Because you kind of feel like it should be at 7, with what was his points? 9.5, right? And the rebound 6.5. Like you're almost getting right? It feels like that should be like a 17.5 PR, right? So we're getting 16.5.
You would think.
So I like it. PR. Another PR from this game. Let's go.
All right. Cool. Let's go. We got 2 more 2 guards for rebounds, right? Both Clay and Kyrie.
Yeah.
3.5 for Clay, 4.5 for Kyrie. Good matchup, right? Top 4 matchup for guards. So
yes, yeah. Clay, 7 of his last 10 games, though he's not a rebounder, 8th percentile, bottom 8% of I don't know what position he's in on cleaning the glass. He's probably a wing, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Kyrie, 66th percentile. He's most likely in there as a combo guard. 6 of his last 10 overall. I would lean a little bit more Kyrie on this one, but let's take a look.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't like those ones down there. Can we see him without Luka?
Not great.
Take a little bit more of obviously a little bit more of the scoring load and the usage falls to him, right? Without Luka there. So, maybe less inclined to focus on grabbing some boards.
That kind of like plus money on Clay, right?
For 4 rebounds.
I mean, he's not a rebounder, but he's
No.
He played 30 minutes last
Sure, his
game.
minutes are up, right?
Let's just see what he's done with like 28 minutes this season. Yeah. I mean, if you get him up to like 31 minutes, clear. He's kind of inconsistent. I do think he'll hit this, but I don't know if I would want to put money behind this one.
Agreed.
It's just like it's too random with him, right? He's not actually rebounding. It's just deflections and such, right?
Yeah, the ball's coming right to him.
Yeah. So, all right. So that's a no
from this game, right?
Yeah, that's enough. All right. Let's move on. We got the Pelicans and the Pacers. Let me read off. The Pacers are just, what is going on there? Both of these teams should just be relegated to NCAA.
G League, let's go.
Pelicans are 4-13, 1-7 away. Pacers are 7-10, 5-2 at home. So Indy's -6.5. Totals 225. What's our first play here, Thomas?
Ben Mathurin, 19.5 points. And we played this the other day, right? It's like 17.5 or 18.5, I believe.
We played this. Yeah, I guess they played yesterday. We played this here. He finished with 20. But look at this first half, second half split. He had
I thought this one was cooked. Yeah, this was cooked. I gave up looking at it, and then you texted me that he cashed. Oh, my goodness.
He's explosive though, man. I mean, he can go on runs. So
yeah.
He doesn't have a pattern of first half, second half, does he? He's averaging 7.6 in the first half, 11 in the second half. So that's
7
not
of
bad.
his last 10. Yeah. DVP of 13, 95th percentile scorer. Yeah, I remember this from the other day. I feel like this is a good matchup for him.
He had 1 million rebounds in that game too. 9 rebounds. Wow. Is he also another PR candidate here? Yeah, his numbers definitely are more attractive. Let me see. Over the last 10, he's cleared his PR in 7 out of 10. His points in
7 out of 10 as well. Yeah,
and the rebounds only in 50%. So, yeah, it seems like if you're going to play the points, this is the play. But he doesn't really get to
20 points.
20 points. Like he doesn't clear 20 points by a good margin. This is like really pushing the upper limits for Mathurin.
Yeah,
Right?
he just feels more like a 17.5 kind of guy. Like
yeah. So I don't know. I'd probably pass on him and but I do love him in like a builder for like 15 points. I think that could be really nice. So maybe we'll cook up something on a builder and they actually played once this season as well.
He's minus 15 points from his -270 on FanDuel. So that's a nice builder.
It's an excellent leg.
Yeah.
Played 32 minutes against New Orleans earlier this season, had only 19 points. So that's exactly what we're saying. Like he feels like he's going to get 18 points in this game probably.
Yes. All right. So let's keep that in mind, that 15. That could be good. And we got a few other plays from this game. Maybe we cook up a little SGP for this game.
Yeah, we got another points play. Let's look at Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, 20.5. He's cleared in 59% this season, but 7 of his last 10. DVP of 6 against the Pelicans, though, we got to take these DVPs against the Pelicans. Their lineup has just been so much in flux. 93rd percentile scorer as a forward. He's been hot lately, huh?
Can we put Pascal for 15 and Mathurin for 15? Like both of them are
-146.
Yeah, that's not enough. I mean, I think what's changed for him? His usage is up. His minutes are flat. Is he just shooting the ball more? He's getting plenty of shots, right?
Field goal attempts also seems like pretty flat as well.
He's had 14 plus field goal attempts.
More efficient.
I mean, this is what he does when he gets 14 plus field goal attempts this season. Back to last season, he's like a guaranteed 14 points, but pretty much almost a guaranteed 19 points, right?
Yeah.
He gets that many looks. I mean, that's a lot of looks, 14 shots.
I mean, 16 and 16 gets the job done.
Yeah. Okay.
When their alt lines are out later.
So you like the full line, or you want to put him as a builder as well?
18 and a half? Is it at 18 and a half now?
No,
20 and a half. Oh, you adjusted that down.
Yeah, I adjusted it down.
Gotcha,
I just put it back up.
Gotcha.
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't like those 21 and 20s. What's the
total in this game is
225.
So not like a typical Pacers game as we think about it. So
yeah,
let's put him as a builder, right?
Okay. All
right. Miles Turner, your favorite guy. 7.5 rebounds.
I don't like rebounds for him. That's not his primary focus. Yeah, you see 33rd percentile rebounder.
But of late,
7 of his last 10. And I do like the like those 9s in there. 4 of his last 5 games, 4 straight. And that was they played recently.
They played on the first. He had 4 rebounds. Can't do it.
Yeah, I
just can't do it.
Get behind too much. Yeah.
All right, so that's a no. CJ McCollum might play too. I was just looking at, so that will at least make this more competitive. All right, and our guy
rebounds.
TJ, yeah, an odd stat, right?
Yeah, 2.5 rebounds, 50% of the season, but 6 of his last 10 overall. 67th percentile rebounder. What's his minutes projection? 23 minutes.
Yeah, if you get him up to 20 plus, he's cleared this in 6 of his 8 games this season.
What's his? They're on back-to-back today. What's he done back-to-backs? Very up and down, but his minutes are probably up and down too. Let's put his minutes up a bit. I'm just playing around.
Been scoring of late too.
It's like, I don't know, these guard rebounds. He had an 8 and a 10 rebound game last season.
Look at him with 19 minutes though. 10 points.
Going off script here.
Yeah, well, because I don't really love him for 2.5 rebounds, especially at minus 160. But I'm wondering if we could do like something like 10 and 2,
or we just go 15, 15, and 10.
15, 15, 10
on Mathurin.
Well, 15, 15, and
Siakam.
2. And 2. Right? The play was two rebounds. If you look, every game that not every game, I don't think it was 18 minutes. He's had 2 rebounds in 89% of games, right?
Yeah.
I think it's probably holds up even if look at that. Even down to 17 minutes, he's cleared that in 9 out of 10 games. So what about that? We'll stick with the model saying, but just
can we get him adjusted down for 2?
I'm sure we can.
FanDuel. I'm looking at DraftKings now.
I mean, FanDuel, sometimes you just got to wait till later in the day.
Yeah.
He's available on Caesars, so my guess is Caesars is the book that will potentially allow that. I'm taking a look right now.
DraftKings, he's available for either 3 or 5.
I don't like that DraftKings does that. It's not nice. Player rebounds.
Come on, DraftKings.
Ooh. TJ McConnell for 1 first quarter rebound is minus 121. Yeah, you can get him. You can get him for 2 rebounds on DraftKings, on Caesars for it's -650. It's juicy, but if you put that with 15 and 15, I bet that would get you there.
Yeah. Okay.
So, all right, so we're just gonna use builders in this one. We'll put
Yeah.
that final builder out in the Discord, but we do like Mathurin scoring. We do like Siakam scoring. We do like McConnell rebounds. We just kind of want to create a little buffer there, right?
Yes.
All right, let's move to the Knicks and the Nuggets. This will be a fun one. 9-7 Knicks up against the 9-6 Nuggets. Nuggets are -4.5 at home. Totals 232 in this game, so lots of scoring.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
Most of the plays are on the Nuggets side. It looks like here. Let's start with Denver. Christian Brown.
Yep.
We got 2 categories for him: assists and points. 14.5 points. Pretty good. 67% of the season. 8 of his last 10 overall. DVP of 12. 38th percentile scorer. Projected for 32 minutes.
His minutes are down a little bit. Is Aaron Gordon's a big part of that equation? Is he still
out?
He's still out, right?
Yeah.
Peyton Watson's game time decision. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to argue. I mean, I was ready to play him Friday night. I don't know why I didn't submit it. I think it was 13.5 on Friday night. Still seems good. 15 plus seems really good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Let's can we look at some shooting guard comps against the Knicks?
Oh, look at this. DraftKings.
13.5.
13.5. I
think -120. That is beautiful.
That's really nice. Shooting guard comps against the Knicks. Yeah, Colin Sexton, 25. Devin Booker, 33. Bub, our boy Bubby Carrington, 18. Cam Thomas put up 16 and 43. Io 16. Pretty good.
Yeah, I like this.
All right. So, and then his assists, anything you want to do with that? Want to do PA maybe?
Let's take a look.
Whew, look at that PA.
Wow. Wow.
So PA has an 87% hit rate, and the points have, if you take it down, have an 80% hit rate, but you're paying -125 for the points, and you're paying -133 for the PA.
Why is he so bad? Why is he a ninth percentile assist guy? Really bad.
Because he doesn't pass the ball.
Why are we sticking his assists on there? Let's just keep it. Let's keep it with the points.
I agree. He's a scorer.
Yeah.
I
know the hit rate's a little bit better, but
I mean, if you just look over the games without Aaron Gordon, right?
Yeah.
It's cleared in every game but one.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
That might be my favorite play so far.
Ooh.
This kid's awesome. He's just so fun to watch. All right. Somebody who's less fun to watch lately, Jamal Murray, 5.5 assists, DVP of 9.
Yeah.
That's pathetic. His cleaning the glass ranking is 35%. Like, that's really sad for a point guard to be.
Yeah.
I just think he's like, hopefully he's just saving it up for the playoffs, man. But
you hope so. Something's off with him this season.
But yeah,
that
he's
recent
cleared
rate is 6 of his last 7.
Yeah, 58%, 6 of his last 7. I would say let's take a look at games with Jokic. It's actually worse with Jokic. There's a bunch of games. You know, he played a couple of these games. Yeah, I think he's great for 4 assists. If you want to like pad that onto Christian Brown, or if you want to be more conservative on Brown, take Brown at 12 points and throw in Murray for 4 assists. But as straight up plays, I don't like him at 5.5. I don't.
No.
Josh. Oh wait. We're gonna do Josh Hart, but let's finish off the Nuggets first. Let's look at your boy MPJ, 17.5 points, a DVP of 13.
Oh boy.
And then 5.5 rebounds, a DVP of 14. So kind of middle of the pack stats for Michael Porter Jr., but really good recent performances, right?
Yeah, especially on the scoring, though. That's probably how many games did Jokic miss? Is that why the scoring was up?
Well, these are games with Jokic, right?
Yeah.
So he's also another 15-point guy, right?
Yeah.
I love him for 15 points, but look at his rebounding lately. These are games with Jokic, 5 rebounds in every game with Jokic. And you know, he had 11 last game against the Lakers and 5 before that, and 11 against Memphis. So I don't know.
I got here Christian Brown 10 points, Jamal Murray 4 assists, Michael Porter Jr. 4 rebounds, minus 130.
Yeah, you can do Porter.
I think you could
5 rebounds.
It's just not available right now on FanDuel, but yes, I think you can do Porter for 5, and you basically would get even money, I would think, for that.
Yeah, I would do Porter for 5 rebounds and 15 points. I think those are also. He shoots so much, man.
The Knicks allow a lot of open threes,
right?
Yeah,
his threes weren't popping on the model, but
you like him for 15 points,
2 threes every game.
Yeah, now you're talking about plus 140 there, and that's even with him at 4 rebounds.
But yeah, anyway, I don't know if I like either of those straight up. The points seem a little high, like a touch high, and the rebounds seem maybe 1 high, but I do like him as a builder. So
yeah, nice builder you could put together from this game. Yeah, from on the Denver side at least. Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at Peyton Watson for 1-3 and 10.5 points.
He has game time decision, so I guess we can go through this pretty quickly. 9 of his last 10 hitting 1-3. It is minus 200 though.
Yeah,
and
those minutes the last 2 games.
Are they up? Yeah.
Yeah, he played 35 plus minutes each of the last 2 games. This is what he's done with 32 plus minutes this season, and if you go back to last season, every game he's played with 32 plus minutes, he scored 10 plus points. So
I got him projected for 34 minutes here.
Seems like a great option if he's actually playing.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's had a 3 in 9 out of 10, 9 of his last 10.
What do the attempts look like on the threes?
In the last 10, he is averaging 3 3-point attempts a game. It's variable. Some games with 1, some games with 2. Yeah. But there were a couple games where he had 5 plus threes.
Yeah.
So I'd be more inclined to. I mean, his 3-pointer is minus 204, so that doesn't really provide a lot of value.
No.
But again, like if you're looking to do a builder, you could put, Capella 1 assist with Peyton Watson 1-3, something like that. That will get you there.
Yeah.
So that's more of a builder leg, but the points I'm intrigued by. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of guys. I mean, we like Brown, right? We like Porter. We like Watson. I don't know. It's just a lot of guys to like. What was the total in this game? We had
232 points. So.
Okay.
So yes,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, I think
to be determined. I mean, you got to see if he's actually going to play.
It is, yeah. He is game time decision. Yeah.
All right, so we'll put him as a no. We'll focus more on on Brown. All right, and then on the Knicks side, we got Josh Hart for 14 points, and we get Cat for 12 rebounds. Neither of which are amazing DVPs, but let's see what Hart.
Hart 8 of his last 10 games, clearing 14 points. Pretty nice. 75th percentile score.
Yeah, if he plays Josh Hart like minutes too, right? I mean, 38 plus minutes. He's cleared this in in 6 of 7 games this season, which is kind of funny because, coming into the season, like there was all this talk about, oh, Josh Hart is not going to score this year, right? He's doing the same thing he did last year, right? So
yeah.
So I like him, right?
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Shooting guards against the Nuggets, not looking great though, right? Quentin Grimes had 14, but you just have a couple outliers that dominated, like Kyrie and
with
Hero,
that 43, yeah, and that's not
not
Josh
looking
Hart's
great
game, yeah.
And I also think the absence of Aaron Gordon, and inserting guys like Peyton Watson more in the lineup, Christian Brown in the lineup, these are like athletic,
defense,
wings that like play really good defense. So
pass.
It's hard to pass on Josh Hart, but yeah, I think I might.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Cat, 12 rebounds. That's got to be a good play.
Going up against Jokic.
Yeah, they have been giving up big rebounds.
Yeah.
Let's see what some center comps. AD had 10. That's not great. Yves, Missy had 12. Chet had 10. Pirtle had 11. Walker Kessler 14. So early in the season, yes, like Chet had 14, 15, and Pirtle had 19. Claxton 12 and Gobert 14. But then more recently, centers are not quite dominant as much. So what do you think? A little high for Cat?
Feels a little high. I don't love it against Jokic. I don't know. Just
I could do like a Cat 10, Hart 10, something like that. Cat 10 rebounds, Hart 10 points.
Hart 10 points.
We're like leaning heavy on builders today, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes
that's okay though.
Just gotta, yeah. Let's see what that gets you.
I don't think it's gonna get you there, but
it's getting you there.
It's getting you there, but it's not getting you all the way there.
Let's see. -110, bro.
Oh, really? That feels good, right?
Hart 10, Cat. Hart 10 points, Cat 10 rebounds, -110. I like it.
Okay.
Let's go. Look at that chart. That's a beautiful 10 rebound chart right there.
Yeah, he's good for 10. And this will be a competitive game. So
can we just go back and look at Hart 10 points real quick?
Yeah.
I want to see that chart on the season.
It was good too. Hart for 10 points. I mean, that's the season. 15 out of 16 games.
Oh, breaking news. Kristaps Porzingis making his season debut tonight against the Clippers.
Look at you.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. You're the shams of...
Dude, look at these two charts. They both have only missed like one game this season.
Dude, 10 and 10 is the play. Let's go.
-110. That's beautiful. All right.
All right. That's it for that game. I think we came up with some good stuff. I'm like really excited about that one.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, we got the Thunder at the Kings. Let me see what the score is on this one. Or the spread is on this one. Thunder are 12-4 on the season. Kings are 8-9. OKC is -4.5 on the road. Totals 223. So not a particularly high scoring game for a Kings game. Chet still out, Caruso out, Williams out. Hartenstein's been playing though. I think he's been back 1 or 2 games, so keep that in mind. This is weird, man. The Kings are just not good, huh?
No.
All right, so first play, we got De'Aaron Fox, who was popping yesterday for 1.5 threes, popping the last time we recorded for 1.5 threes. We got him for 1.5 threes and 24.5 points. The points are a terrible matchup. 28th DVP overall with probably SGA guarding him. It was like one of the better.
And not just SGA. I mean, they got plenty of guys they can
right.
throw at him.
Like Caruso, SGA,
Caruso,
Lou Dort can
Wallace,
jump in there. Case and Wallace, that doesn't seem like a great matchup for Fox.
No.
Right, let's just pass on Fox in the interest of time.
I think so. Yeah.
But he has been hitting the 3-ball. Kevin Huerter for 3.5 rebounds. Number one
Number
DVP
one.
matchup.
Wow.
This is why we
That-
have our model, because it gives you little sneaky plays like
Kevin
Old
Herter
Kev.
rebounds.
like this does not look like a good play.
Huerter.
But, so he's a shooting guard.
He certainly is.
Certainly is. Like he's the definition of a shooting guard.
A shooting guard, yes.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of guys getting a 3, right?
And he as well, him as well, getting the 3 a lot. But I do like recently over his last 10, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5.
His minutes, I mean, just ignore like a lot of these early season games, right? He was playing like no time. So if you just take him up to 28 minutes.
The only thing I will say, I see Malik Monk game time decision. So he will, and you look at games without Monk, it's been this recent stretch of games. He's got 6, 6, 5, 5. Monk will eat into some of his playing time. If he's back.
And I also think the lack of rebounding on the Thunder DVP is a function of the fact that they've been playing without a center most of the season.
Yeah.
Now you got Hartenstein back in there. So
great point. Great point. Who's an incredible rebounder, especially in the offensive glass.
Yeah. I would I'd pass on Kevin.
Yeah, we like when these sneaky ones pop up, but you got to pick your spots with them. I feel like, this is not the spot.
All right. This one should be a fun game. Got the Magic 11-7 going up against the Hornets 6-10. Magic are minus 6.5. Totals 213. So not a lot of scoring in this one, but Franz Wagner.
Look at Franz with the 27.5 point line. Oh my goodness.
As Jonesy said the other day on the pod, he's like he's matchup proof, right? He's kind of like.
And what better matchup to get a two DVP, 88th percentile scorer, big 37 minutes he's projected for.
Yeah, he only played 29 minutes in his last game against Detroit, which is probably a pretty good comp for Charlotte, and he still dropped. What do you have? Just looking at his fouls. Yeah, he does sometimes get in foul trouble, Franzi, but let me see.
Franzi, baby.
This is such an anomaly. It's like it took him like 5 or 6 games to realize he was the guy.
Yeah.
You know, when Banchero went out. If we look at the games without Banchero, right?
Yeah, he took that. It was like the first 3 games. And
then he was like, these 3 games, he was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And then he was like, yeah, I'm ready. And he's right.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's almost like a guarantee for 25 points, but this 28 looks pretty good in a great matchup, right?
Yeah. Against this Charlotte team.
Oh, and he played Charlotte once this season too. He had 32 points. Like,
let's go. I know it's high. I know it's a little scary, but I think it's good, man.
Yeah, I think it's great. All right, so Franz 27.5. We got KCP at 1.5 assists.
Oh, this is a favorite of yours.
I like them better on
Denver,
the Lakers and Denver, but let's see what he's got. Yeah, he's looking pretty good.
8 of his last 10 games, middle of the pack, 16 DVP, 41st percentile assist guy. What's the potentials look like? Not a lot. I'd like to see a little bit more, like trying to get some potential assists, right? It's like he's more of the guy that gets assisted as opposed to the guy who does the assisting.
Yeah. All right.
Pass.
Excellent for 1 assist. Look at that. 1 assist every game, but that's going to be like minus $1 million. So, all right. So KCP's out. Oh, Tristan Da Silva still hanging on. He's just hanging on. He won't leave our
hanging
pick list.
Hanging around.
Now that Wendell's back, he's probably
feels like
might be the last time we see him. But 1-3 minus 234 again.
last
not
2 games.
Yeah. Not something you'd play straight up, but maybe something to throw in a builder. So let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe a
Yes.
builder option. All right. Last game we got here. We got the Raptors, who I got to be honest with you, the Raptors are like one of the more fun teams, despite only winning 4 games this season and 0 for 9 on the road. They actually are one of the more fun teams to watch. So I think this is going to be a great game. You get the Raptors at the Pistons. Pistons are 7-11 this season, and is Cade out? Is the question. Let's see, because he was out last game. Cade is game time decision, but not projected in the starting lineup, so that kind of tells me he might be out.
Yeah.
And Quickly and Bruce Brown are still out, and Olynyk. So, all right. What do we got here? Malik Beasley for 16.5 points.
Feels heavy. 7 of his last 10, DVP of 7, 55th percentile, score. I don't know. How many minutes is he getting? Projected.
He's getting good minutes, man.
Yeah.
He was taking Jaden Ivey's minutes the other day. Right? So he's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pretty much 7 straight games with 30 minutes. One was 29.3.
Wow.
If you just look at him with 29 plus minutes, I mean, that's a pretty good story there, right? It's a 16 plus points in 9 straight games with the minutes. We need 16.5.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, even over his last 7 games, you see his field goal attempts up 17, 16, 19.
Dude, Matt, he's I think he might be starting too. Let me see. Yeah, he's starting now. So he's the starting shooting guard with Ivey coming. Oh, no, Ivey's starting. Yeah, Ivey's starting because Cade's out. So, I mean, especially with the likelihood that Cade won't play this game, I think Beasley's going to get a million shots.
Yeah. I was off it when at first glance, but yeah, man.
He had 18 points against Orlando in the last game when Cade didn't play.
Yeah.
And he played Toronto earlier this season, had 20 points against Toronto.
I mean, 15 for him is beautiful, right? That's 9 straight games, 15 plus points.
I mean, the other way to look at that, he has had 8 straight games with 4 plus threes.
Wow.
Right? So he is kind of live or die by the 3.
Yes,
if he doesn't get 4 threes, he's probably not getting 17 points. So,
yeah. Yes.
So you like it, or like it enough to play it?
Yeah, I think I do. Especially with Cade as a game time decision. The minutes he's been playing lately.
All right, so we'll hang on to that one to get a better sense of Cade. We'll put it as a yes for now, but we'll probably wait to post that one.
Okay.
And then Scotty Barnes for 5.5 assists. He is playing on a back-to-back. But again, his injury was not leg or arm or anything related. It was his eye. So I don't think that will prevent him from playing full minutes. Had 7 assists yesterday against Cleveland. Looked pretty sharp. Played 34 plus minutes. That was his, let's see. That was his second game back. So he's back up to normal minutes for Scotty. So if we look at him with 34, what do we have him projected for?
We got him projected for 35 minutes. He's a 99th percentile rebounder.
Rebound or assist?
Assist.
Yeah.
Assist. Yeah, at the forward position.
Yeah. He we had him as part of our builder yesterday for 4 assists. He crushed it. The offense does kind of revolve around him. I watched a little bit of yesterday's game. He kind of comes off of, either brings the ball up and looks kind of like Kevin Love, looks for that full court pass. Or if they're in a half court set, he ends up with the ball in his hand at the top of the key a lot, not posting up. A lot is at the top of the key. So then he'll drive and dish. So a lot of these assists yesterday that I saw came off of kickouts to
like RJ.
Barrett or someone else to just drain the three. So I think it's pretty good. What do you think?
I'm into it. I like it. Yeah.
All right. Let's just look at. There aren't really a lot of comps for him, right?
Yeah, I think you can look at small. You can look at power forward too. I think.
Yeah, he's more of a power forward.
Yeah.
Franz is probably a pretty good comp for him. Franz had 8 assists, and Giannis had
Franz
7.
Franz is a good comp for him.
And LeBron had 11. Those are probably 3 of the best comps in the league for.
Yeah, this season he's playing 61% of his minutes at power forward, 29% at small forward, 10% at shooting guard.
And Siakam to start the season had 9 assists as well.
I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Back to back, probably hasn't played a lot of back to backs this season, but all right.
I especially like. Does he have a good career history on back to backs?
Yeah, let's take a look. So this season he had 1 game with 6 assists, and then not bad. I mean, 6 of his last 10
games in February last year, 10 and 10 2 games with 10 assists.
Wow. Wonder if he had a double-double in those games.
Triple-double.
Looks like he had one double-double, probably a triple-double in that game. All right. Yeah. I think that's good. Scotty's always good for builder as well for 4 assists. We always end this show with like the weirdest place. Simone Fontecchio for 1 assist. What is this?
Number 1 DVP matchup. 17 minutes projected for. I don't know what books is this available
on? It's on Caesars.
Caesars minus 200. I don't know. Are we?
Simone Fontecchio for 1 assist and Clint Capella for 1 assist. Just lock it in. Shut your TV off for the night. All right, we'll put him as a builder leg, but I don't even love
play Danilo Gallinari rebounds in those late night games.
Exactly. All right, so let's recap real quick, and then we'll shut this nonsense down. We got Draymond for 12.5 RA. We got Capella for. He was popping for 1 assist. Tom and I are going to roll the dice and do a little plus money play on Capella for 2 assists. Gafford, 16.5 PR. Jalen Johnson, 27.5 PR. Christian Brown for 13.5 points, actually, on DraftKings.
Yep.
Franz Wagner for 27.5 points. Malik Beasley, 16.5 points. Scotty Barnes for 5.5 assists.
This is a nice list here, man.
It's a nice list.
I really like these plays.
Builder legs, if you are interested, Mathurin for 15 points, Siakam 15 points, McConnell 2 rebounds, Josh Hart and Cat 10 points for Hart, 10 rebounds for Cat.
Yep.
MPJ 15 points, 5 rebounds. Peyton Watson 1-3 if you want to throw that in somewhere. De Silva 1-3 and Fontecchio 1 assist. So that's a wrap.
Dude, nice list. I love the straights we gave out, a couple of those combos. I love the Hart Cat 10 and 10. Some nice plays to go through here. So
we're gonna make some money tonight.
I think so. All right, we're closing in on an hour right now. Nice podcast. We'll have our picks up in the Discord. Hope some of you come over, join us, and enjoy these games tonight. We got a little bit of Monday Night Football as well. We'll have some picks up in the Discord for that game too. Nice game. You got the Harbaugh brothers facing off against each other.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
A lot of good DVP matchups too. Like a lot of green on that board.
Receptions, especially. Yeah. That's the one I like too. Yeah. So, all right. Nice podcast. Let's lock these in. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and let's all make some money tonight.